before you even get to Nick, Amy, how do you get through school, college, teenage years without like having a sip? Like, how does that happen?
You know what? When I was growing up, due to religion, my parents were like, we don't partake of alcoholic beverages. And so, strangely, I followed their teachings.
Wait a second.
I did what my parents said.
That's not the Amy I know.
It's very odd, I know. But I followed in their kind of, guidance. And so I just always thought in my mind and had made this decision that I'm not going to drink alcohol. Now, there came the points, of course, in high school and so forth, where people were like, hey, we're going to have this party and stuff. But they would just know that I wasn't going to be drinking.
Yeah.
And so maybe it made me the person that they wanted to invite because I was going to be the one who could drive or, still be coherent to make sure everyone got out of trouble in case parents came or whatever. I don't know. But that doesn't necessarily make me an angel, but I didn't drink at all. And I made it through high school and I was on the cheerleading squad. I was class president. I had still a very great social life growing up. Mm-hmm. I do remember there was a point when I think I was a sophomore in high school, one of my friends, their parent was an alcoholic and it was disturbing. And we had this big discussion about it. Like, this is what happens sometimes when people drink too much. And that did leave an impression on me, kind of scared me a little bit. Yep. Even though I know that everybody reacts differently to alcohol. I thought, geez, I don't want to have that kind of experience. And so I just kept going. And so here's what's funny is that people the first thing they say, well, what do you guys say? When I say I've never had alcohol?
Well, my first reaction off camera was, what?
Yeah, right. I was like, where'd you grow up?
You probably heard both of those a time or two, I would imagine.
People go, how? And then there's a little pause and they say, you've saved so much money.
Yes. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the darn truth.
So, but through adult settings, I've just chosen other beverages. No one's ever called me out. Yeah. I've just kind of experienced life that way, and I've still had fun, and I've still had great experiences in life.
I feel like that's rare.